Well, hello, this is Madeline from Madeline's Craft Room, and tonight I am going to show you what to do with your brand new stamp pads. I've had a few customers ask exactly what to do with the labels that apparently are on the back, so I'm going to show you so that we can answer those questions because this is something always exciting when we get our stamp pads. So here we got the cellophane we're just going to take off. And here you're going to see that there's this kind of like little arrow. And this particular color that I have is Summer Splash, and it's the one in the new 2024-25 catalog. But we need to label this. So what we're going to do is we are just going to peel right here and just run your finger along, and then all those are going to stay. This is garbage. If it stops sticking to my hands. Okay, and then we are going to take the first color, which is the very first one, is the English version. And what we're going to do is we're going to put it in the very front. And this little dot here is always the middle. And so I kind of try to have the words centered in that, and then you just lay it on one side and then you can press it down on the other. And why we're putting that on is because then when we are storing our stamp pads, we can see the label very, very clearly that this one is Summer Splash. Now, there is another one, and this one is on the very opposite end. It's on the very bottom, and it is no words. It is just clear. And so what you can do here, because when you have your stamp pad open, you are going to find that some of the colors sometimes are not very apparent, especially when you got them side by side, what color they are. And this is what's marvelous about this little strip, is this little strip is going to tell you exactly what color. So we are going to lift it up. It's a little tricky to get in the first spot. There. Now we got it started there, and we're going to let go. And I usually just use my Pick-a tool, get it down, and then just press down. Okay. So there we have that one. So now it doesn't matter which stamp pad you have open, you know what color it is. Now you can leave the rest in the back because oh, there is another one. Oh, look at, now they've added a second English. So you can decide where you put it. I tend to put it in the back. I guess you could put that one in the inside too, now that they're giving us a name, but that's okay, whatever one you want to choose. Now, this is totally, you can leave them on there. You can also, even though you can't read the language, I tend to kind of just put it all over, and it doesn't matter then where I'm seeing it. I don't have to read it. I can tell what color it is. And if I need to know what color it is, I can, oops, let's not put it backwards though. Then I can look to the front or the back. So here we go. Those are the colors. So now we have our Summer Splash. Now, if it bothers you to have that piece, you can peel it off, and usually it will come off in one piece. If it doesn't bother you, you can just leave it. And it's perfectly fine and easy to still clean and everything there. Now, one thing about opening these, if you're used to the old ones, or if that's the ones you have, you'll notice they definitely are thinner. And what's so unique about Stampin' Up! Stamp pads, they were just so wise in how they designed it, because you want your ink at the top of the ink pad and not at the bottom. And normally, like our Black Memento, it's opens like this. And of course, you want the ink at the top. Well, we actually should store these upside down, but we don't need to with Stampin' Up! Colors. And you'll notice that there's a little kind of indent here, and that's actually where you put your finger and you lift. You lift it open, pull it open, and slide it. Now, this one actually wasn't too bad. If you find that it's not sliding too well, You can use a candle, and the wax will just help it slide along a little bit. Just make sure that you don't have any wax that's still sitting on there, because you don't want wax on your stamp pad. But other than that, that's all you need to do. And if you don't want to put wax, just open and close it a few times. And like I said, this one was amazing. This one was really, oh wow, really easy. Some of them are a little tougher, and so that's why it definitely helps to open and close it a few times. So this is what's wonderful, as you noticed when I did this. You see how the stamp pad, oh, how can I do this? The stamp pad is already upside down. So when you're storing it, the ink is down. So when we use it, we pull it up, and now the ink is right at the surface where we need it. So, so beautiful with these stamp pads, and these are the watercolor inks. So if you have any more questions, be sure to let me know. You can check out my blog for my store and for many more cards and inspiration, and my classes, the whole works. So thank you very much. I hope that helped you in knowing how to prepare your stamp pads. Happy stamping. Bye bye.